The Krusty Krab is filled with excitement as the annual Bikini Bottom Food Festival approaches. Mr. Krabs announces that this year's festival will feature a special Krabby Patty recipe created by SpongeBob. SpongeBob is overjoyed and meticulously prepares for the big event. A few days before the festival, SpongeBob is organizing his kitchen when he realizes that the secret recipe he's been perfecting is missing. He searches everywhere but finds nothing. SpongeBob panics, knowing that without the recipe, he can't recreate the special Krabby Patty. SpongeBob considers confessing to Mr. Krabs, but fears that he will be fired and disappointed. He decides to recreate the recipe from memory and improvises with some new ingredients he thinks might work. The result is a slightly different, but still delicious Krabby Patty. He hopes nobody will notice the difference. SpongeBob decides to cover up the missing recipe by claiming that the new Krabby Patty has a special twist. He fabricates a story about how the new ingredients are a part of an innovative culinary trend. Mr. Krabs, thrilled by the idea of a new twist, eagerly promotes it. The festival kicks off with great fanfare. SpongeBob's Krabby Patty with the special twist is served, and it's a huge hit. Everyone praises the new taste, and SpongeBob basks in the compliments. However, he feels a pang of guilt as he knows he's not being entirely truthful. Later that night, while cleaning up the kitchen, SpongeBob accidentally knocks over a shelf, revealing a hidden compartment where he finds the original recipe. SpongeBob is shocked and realizes he could have used it all along. He feels even worse about his earlier deception. The next morning, SpongeBob struggles with his conscience. He decides to confess the truth to Mr. Krabs. He gathers his courage and admits that he lost the original recipe, tried to recreate it, and misled everyone about the new ingredients. Mr. Krabs is initially upset and worried about the impact on the Krusty Krab's reputation. SpongeBob makes a heartfelt apology to Mr. Krabs, the festival organizers, and the customers. He explains that he was afraid of disappointing them and let his fear lead him to dishonesty. Mr. Krabs, seeing SpongeBob's genuine remorse, starts to soften. Mr. Krabs decides to turn the situation into a positive outcome. He acknowledges SpongeBob's creativity and admits that the new Krabby Patty recipe is unique and tasty. Instead of punishing SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs decides to officially add the new recipe to the Krusty Krab menu as a limited-time special. The festival ends with SpongeBob being celebrated for his honesty and creativity. To make amends, Mr. Krabs introduces a new tradition at the Krusty Krab where each year, a different employee gets to create a special twist on the Krabby Patty. SpongeBob is given the honor of being the first to feature his new recipe officially on the menu. SpongeBob reflects on the experience and realizes that honesty and integrity are more valuable than avoiding trouble or seeking praise. The Krusty Krab staff supports SpongeBob, and he feels a renewed sense of pride and responsibility. SpongeBob learned a valuable lesson about honesty and feels grateful for the support of his friends and colleagues.